Population of 1,200,000 people. The seventh city of Russia. A meteorite has fallen here 3 times. The average temperature in summer is plus 20 degrees C. In winter, it's minus 17, sometimes reaching minus 35 degrees C. The city was founded as a fortress 282 years ago and became a very successful trading post connecting Europe and Asia. During the Second World War, more than 200 industries were evacuated here, which made this city one of the largest industrial cities in Russia, in which they produced and continue to produce essentially everything that can be made from metal, from pipes to tanks. (2,100 kilometers from Moscow), it is also close to the border with Kazakhstan, 140 kilometers away. You are on the channel Over the Cities. Please watch this film in maximum quality and good sound. Today, we invite you to fly along with us over Russia's industrial steel heart, the city of Chelyabinsk. This is the central square of the city, the Revolution Square. In the fall, residents celebrate the city's festival day here. In the winter, they build an ice town on it. From right to left, we see the Court of Arbitration, the Theatre of the Young Spectator, the City Administration Building, and the open area of the square. Beneath the road is an underground shopping complex. Chelyabinsk also has a second unofficial name, Tank City, which it received during the war for being the main city for the production and modernization of the country's tank shield. This Shernevskoye Reservoir is the main source of water supply for Chelyabinsk and its satellite cities. It was built in the 60s on the Mias River. The Mias River is the main river on which the city stands. This is the Leninsky district, the oldest district of the city. There are many large manufacturing industries here. For example, the Chelyabinsk pipe rolling plant. 70% of the entire Russian pipeline manufacturing is done here. The Chelyabinsk metal construction plant, which made the foundations for Moscow's Ostankino TV Tower, the White House, the Kremlin Palace, Moscow State University, the Olympic facilities in Sochi, and more. In this area, we also have a very rare type of ancient lake, Smolino. It was part of an ancient ocean and was previously salty. This is the tractor plant area. The Chelyabinsk tractor plant was founded here and during the war years produced a large number of military equipment, including T-34 tanks. These days, it manufactures all types of road construction machines. The neighbouring metallurgical district contains the giant Chelyabinsk metallurgical plant. This is the northwest residential area of the city. There are no industries here, so this is the most desirable area for Chelyabinsk people to live. The average cost of an apartment in Chelyabinsk is about $40,000. In this area, we have the more expensive luxury apartments. This is Aloe Pole Park. In 2000, it was declared as a place of special historical importance and is under state protection. This is Gagarin Park. Chelyabinsk is the only metropolis in the world in which the centre contains a fully preserved forest consisting of 92% of relict pines. This is the most popular park of the city. In Chelyabinsk, there are more than a dozen major shopping and entertainment centres where you can buy a wide selection of food, clothes and household goods, watch a movie, take a child to the entertainment area, sit in a cafe, smoke, hookah and so on. One of the shopping centres belongs to the ex-governor of the Chelyabinsk region, who is now on the run abroad in Israel. According to investigators, he systematically received bribes from the Minister of Health, who, by the way, was sentenced to 7 years in a penal labour colony and a $5 million fine. This is the city's main railway station. It forms an important artery connecting the centre of Russia with Siberia. In Chelyabinsk, we have an unfinished underground transit system, which was under construction for more than 27 years. In 2010, having built one station and having spent more than 10 billion rubles, the money ran out and the construction was frozen. The average monthly salary for Chelyabinsk is $400. In comparison, the average monthly salary for Russia in 2017 was $800. Chelyabinsk is an important centre for education and medicine. This is the South Ural State University. In the early 2000s, this university was the largest in the country in terms of the number of students. This is the Chelyabinsk State University, the first university in the Urals that teaches sciences, from biology and chemistry to economics and mathematics. Chelyabinsk also has one of the largest pedagogical universities, and the South Ural Medical University has become a very popular place to study in this age of private medicine. The new Federal Centre for Cardiovascular Surgery is a centre of excellence for complicated heart surgeries, with heart disease being the most common cause of death in Russia. Furthermore, Chelyabinsk is renowned throughout Russia for oncology, plastic surgery, obstetrics and gynecology, as well as for laser vision correction. But Chelyabinsk is not solely a city of beautiful universities and wide streets. It is also one of the dirtiest cities in Russia. Wikipedia writes that because of the atmospheric and water pollution, Chelyabinsk is an unpleasant place to live, and heavy industry is the blame for the city's pollution.
Sold out in the drinks fight. Everybody I was trying to leave with the relationships I ain't looking for. I guarantee you'll enjoy your night. The bar sold out in the drinks fight. Everybody I was trying to leave with the relationships I ain't looking for. I guarantee you'll enjoy your night.
In Chelyabinsk, they classify adverse weather conditions as those days when there is no wind and harmful emissions accumulate in the city. On such days, it is officially recommended not to go outside. Encouragingly, the number of these days has been halved in 2018. Nature has endowed this area not only with deposits of almost the entire Mendeleev table of elements, but also with dozens of beautiful natural places that by their beauty and concentration can compete with any region of the world. This is usually forgotten when they rate Chelyabinsk as one of the worst cities in Russia. Such cities are usually regarded as second-rate, but very few people know that more than half of Russia's pipeline has been made in Chelyabinsk. Tractors that build Russian roads are made in Chelyabinsk. A significant part of Russian truck cranes are made in Chelyabinsk. The big car brand Ural, known throughout the world, is made 100 kilometers from Chelyabinsk. A fifth of all military vehicles in Russia during the Second World War were made in Chelyabinsk. Today you have learned a little more about Russia. This is the channel Over the Cities. Thank you.